guys.
Hello.
TV show in space time. How is everybody?
Oh, ready for this.
Doing well, thanks.
My brain is currently emptying at this moment.
Are you done for the year?
I'm done for the year, so my
Oh.
brain
Nice.
is slowly emptying.
Excellent.
I was just upstairs at the kitchen table, and Sue looked at me and said, "You all right?" I said, "No, my brain is emptying.
All the
In the middle of
goo.
a brain dump.
All of
All
the
the
bad
goo.
stuff. Yeah, just it's being just sucked out." So anyway,
Well, I hope you still have enough in there to talk about some Star Trek.
just enough.
Cool. It's me, your host, Commander Rebecca Frost, joined by the usual ragtag gang of misfits, Admiral Carrie Jackson, Commander Robert Neal, Chief Tony, and Ambassador Jake. Guys, I am really trying to enjoy DS9.
You got to take the. I know you
Good
said in the chat.
And the bad, pal.
Not enough whimsy.
Yeah,
Just look to the Ferengi. There's your whimsy.
That's the kings of whimsy.
The kings of
Wow.
The kings of whimsy.
Listen, I know this isn't your grandma's Star Trek or whatever,
Definitely not.
but I'm allowed some hee ha ha's every now and then.
You'll get some.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Some.
Ferengis.
I mean, we had in this
never gonna
group
get
of
there.
in this group of 4 that we're doing today, one of them is filled with whimsy.
Guess.
You don't sound convinced.
This first one, however, zero
Yeah, nary a
whimsy.
whimsy to be found.
Zero
Whimless.
whimsy.
Whimsless.
We're gonna talk about these episodes: Necessary Evil, Second Sight, Sanctuary, and Rivals. But before we get there, Tony, where are you at in the original series?
Well, I hate to admit it. I'm having a good time watching these.
Louder for
I
the
know.
people in the
I know.
back.
I've moved beyond disdain, from neutrality into enjoyment.
What?
I know. I'm in the. Let's see. The last episode I watched was. I think it was the. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a guy on a cold dead planet who has
Yeah.
robots
Yeah.
that he's made. Turns out he's a robot.
Oh, you mean Professor Roger Corby,
Yeah, Corby. Roger Corby. Yep.
formerly betrothed to Nurse Chapel?
That's why I couldn't. That's why that name
Yeah.
was sounding so
Yep,
familiar.
From
Tony,
Strange
it's
New
a whole,
World.
it's a
Strange New
whole thing.
Worlds.
It's a
I
whole thing
know.
in Strange New World.
I'm sitting there
Yes.
like, why does Roger Corby sound so familiar?
If
There
only
you
you could
go.
have looked it up somewhere.
I did, and it just said he had androids on this dead planet. Burp, burp, burp. So, anyway, I've taken to watching these and enjoying these from the lens of this is stupid. And
Okay.
they're funny. If I'm not trying to take them seriously, they're really funny.
Yeah.
So,
And I wish I could do that with Deep Space Nine.
I guess mission accomplished for you, Rebecca. I'm here sitting here enjoying TOS.
I told you. I knew you would.
Does it still count if I'm enjoying it though for not the reasons it was made?
I mean, maybe you're still early on.
Find your joy where you can.
Yeah.
That's a great
The
way
world
to
is
put it,
hard.
Rob.
This world is hard. Find joy where you can.
Looking
So-
for whimsy in all the wrong places.
I'm watching TOS Adult Swim is what I'm watching.
You know what? And that's all right.
Rebecca, like I told you the other night, this batch and the next batch are going to be the last of your slog. Once we get through into
I
those
feel
other
like you
ones.
guys have been saying these
No.
things
I've been
for
saying
a
we got to
century.
get through the first 2 seasons. We
Is this
gotta get through
purgatory?
this.
Am I in purgatory?
Rebecca,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
imagine doing this for 300 hours of audiobooks when your friends convince you to listen to Wheel of Time. Okay?
I
We're in the same boat.
simply wouldn't do that.
Yeah, those are not what I would call friends. Those are
Rebecca, to try and find a parallel, do you remember how the TNG seasons were, the early ones were a little rough?
They were still whimsy.
Oh, they had whimsy.
Not
Yeah,
really.
they had whimsy, but
the guy's
a little
head
rough.
exploded.
well, yeah.
That's true, but I mean, that's where we are here. And this DS9 definitely takes to the 3rd season to get its legs under it, and for them to figure out all the characters, and for them to find whimsy and other things that come with this series.
Now that being said, I did like this next episode.
Well, I guess you could say these whimsiless episodes are unnecessary evil.
Was that some whimsy?
You.
Odo
Look at
relives
you.
some terrible and tragic memories of a past investigation when he was the constable on a Cardassian-occupied Deep Space Nine, then named Turok Nor.
Fuck.
All right. So, a Bajoran woman, Vatrick Palra, hires Quark to retrieve a strong box from her late husband's shop on Deep Space Nine. What do we got here? We got Quark or Odo in
that's
his.
Odo in his.
This is
Odo in his.
Necessary. Yeah, my figure's back in the
Yeah. Here's
bin.
the thing. Punk and I looked high and low for Odo from Necessary Evil.
Oh, Jake's
and
got
we,
one.
And we couldn't find one. And we finally found one for each of us. And we were so excited because we thought, well, if it's this hard to find, it must be valuable. It's $6.50 on eBay right now.
Now's your chance. You can own
Yeah.
another one,
I sold the one that I had.
and you can have it again for $6.50 plus shipping.
Remember how it made you feel?
Yeah, I think
They
I sold it
found
for
it-
10 though. But
They
anyway.
found it in this late husband's shop on Deep Space Nine. A lot of shops closing up on Deep Space Nine, if you've noticed, with this and the last episode we'll talk about.
It's a competitive marketplace.
Quark opens it to find a list of Bajoran names. A stranger, Trazko, sneaks up, shoots Quark, and steals the list. As Bashir tries to revive Quark, Quark's brother Rom tells Odo about the list of names and that the box was hidden in the shop during the occupation. Rom, dear sweet Rom.
We're finally starting to get into the cool ROM. The ROM that I like.
Yes,
Okay?
that's where I was going to go.
In this episode and in the last episode of this bunch, ROM was fantastic.
Anytime he says brother, it just
Brother.
moves.
Brother.
Brother. So we do the noises he was making. Stop,
The
sir.
way he screams.
I just have to point out that Nog made those exact noises
it's
in the
genetic.
last episode.
Yeah.
That we watched.
Learned
It's genetic.
behavior.
And Quark did too.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a
this
family
is
tradition.
This is like the Chekhov scream. This is, the
Much like Lost, we do a flashback to 5 years earlier.
yes.
And Odo is solicited by the station's Cardassian commander, Gul Dukat, to investigate a murder. Odo interrogates Vatrick Palra, the deceased's widow. She claims her husband has been having an affair with Kira. And when he interviews Kira, she says that there was no intimate relationship between her and Vatrick, that she was interviewing for a job at Quark's bar at the time of the murder. Back in the present, Rom tells Odo that one name on the list resembled Cheso. Also, Odo's interrogating Rom, expecting him to remember names that he saw on the list.
Yeah.
I could never. This is why human testimony is often not admissible.
Inadmissible, yeah.
Well, when you got to remember like 200 rules of acquisition, you remember things like names because they become important.
They're
It's
customer
stored in
lists.
the ears.
He was immediately unsure of his answer as soon as he said it, though.
Precisely. I was like, oh, so this is not real.
Cheso. It was Cheso.
Is it
I think.
Cheso?
Are you sure you don't just want some Cheetos right now, Rom?
Cheetos?
And clearly, the Ferengi are paragons of integrity and
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
reliability.
That's true.
I
So-
loved when he's getting interrogated, and Odo's like, the bar would be yours if he dies. And he's like, yeah, but he's dead. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, my bar now.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, that's kind of like a little bit of entrapment though, because Odo's just kind of like, well, I can get him to confess to killing Quark and getting all the money for the bar.
It's just a matter of playing him like a fiddle.
Kira refuses to divulge the identity of the individual who loaned the money to pay her past due electricity bill. Kira identifies Cheso, a philanthropist named Cesaro, who has just died under suspicious circumstances. 5 years earlier, Quark admits that Kira bribed him to provide a false alibi. When Odo confronts her about it, Kira reveals that she was committing a terrorist attack on the station. Odo tells Dukat that Kira is not the culprit in the murder. Also, by the way, Kira, long hair Kira. How do we feel about long hair Kira?
Oh, please don't.
I've never heard Kira react so
Don't ever
fast.
get me
as-
started. I love Kira, and I love long hair Kira, my little terrorists. I just love her dearly.
And her costume design is quite good in this one too.
I approve.
In the
That
present,
truly was just for you, Carrie.
you guys. In the present, Odo deduces that the names on the list are Bajorans who collaborated with the Cardassians during the occupation, whom Palra has been blackmailing. Trazko attempts again to kill Quark, because Quark didn't really die, if we just believed, and Rom saves Quark's life by doing the bit. Gaining the attention of the security officers. Brought to DS9, Palra denies knowing Trazko, but Odo has confirmed that she recently transferred a large sum of money into his bank account. When she declares her innocence in the murder of her husband, Odo replies, I know.
I just have to say, we're talking about sounds. Is there anything better than Odo's?
Yeah, it's a good grunt. It is a good grunt.
So
He
huffy.
perfected that years before in another show.
You did indeed.
Let's
And
get
there's
a
just
Clayton
I'm glad
Endicott
that carried
III.
over.
yeah. Let's get a list of top 10 TV grunts. I think that would be.
He's on there for sure, and definitely Geralt of Rivia
I was gonna say
in
The Witcher. Yeah.
and
He's there.
Cavill,
Marge.
Marge. Yep.
Good.
Three
See,
for sure
already.
on there.
Already, we're up to 3. Odo has realized that it is Kira who killed Vatrick 5 years earlier. He tells Kira that he began to suspect her when she was able to identify Chesara so quickly. When he deduced that the list consisted of Bajoran collaborators, Odo realized that Vatrick was a collaborator too, and now understands that Dukat chose him to investigate so as to keep distance from his collaborators. Kira, a member of the Resistance, killed Vatrick in self-defense when he caught her trying to steal the list of names. She never told Odo because she was afraid it would affect their friendship. Mm-hmm. And Kira asks him if he will be able to trust her again, and he is unable to answer. Y'all.
And they just kind of leave it there.
Yeah,
the
like what the
thing.
hell?
But I think that was actually kind of well done. That tension is in the air, and you have to wait to see how it resolves. Because the question is always, there's like, will he be able to trust her? Will he not? Will he just be like, well, she lied to me then. She's going to lie to me again.
That was so long ago. That was 5 years ago. That was like an entire lifetime ago.
Maybe for a mouse.
So this is the first episode to imply that Rom might be a lot smarter than people think.
Yeah, he's got technical knowledge.
He's got technical knowledge, and changes in his character began to emerge.
Yep.
His delivery of dialogue was noticeably different from his appearance in earlier episodes,
Yep.
changing from a much sharper and icy style towards a smoother, more pleasant, almost dumb
Yep.
delivery.
I can't wait, Rebecca. I can't wait for you to hear the Nagus make those screeching noises.
Yes. I also loved in this episode the noir aspect of Odo narrating the story.
Well, let's
in that
not forget
background.
one more thing, a la Columbo.
He did. He pulled the Columbo.
Yep.
Hard-boiled
God.
detective. I love it.
Love Columbo. And so this episode, with its first-person narration, hard-bitten detective main character, flashbacks to a time of war, and overall noir feel, echoes strongly the classic detective fiction of the 1940s. Moreover, Rom's interrogation by Odo and Sisko shows the good cop, bad cop technique. Odo is
Oh, yeah.
aggressive, and Sisko is more supportive.
For sure.
As the Cisco should be.
Yeah. God, I sure would love to see more Cisco. Oh, here we
wait.
go.
Here we go.
Second sight. While noted scientist Gideon how do we pronounce his name? Sayatek, thank you, is preparing for an ambitious
Saiyan.
project, reigniting a star. Cisco is intrigued by a woman who keeps disappearing. I wanted more Cisco. Not like this.
Why not? Why not? It's how Cisco got his groove back almost.
Cisco was
Monkey's
the most
paw, Cisco.
annoying man alive in this episode. Yes, Rob.
Whoa.
I'm going to ignore what you just said. consider for your evaluation the fact that this man, for the past 4 years, we know that he was stuck in a moment for at least 2 of those years with Jennifer's death.
Yeah.
He even says to, I believe it was Dax, this is the first time I've felt something for somebody since Jennifer's death. So he's finally opening up, and he is totally teenage, love-struck, mooning, moon-eyed puppy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's annoying.
But guess what? You got some whimsy thrown in there when Quark approaches him with a drink.
God, I
true.
suppose.
Says, "You need a drink." I recognize that look. And then as Cisco gets offended and walks away, he says, "The holodecks are open for all of your many
Mark,
needs."
ever looking for the angle. Ever looking for that angle.
So it's been 4 years.
Before we ripped Benjamin completely apart here, there's some
Our dear friend
there's
Benjamin.
There are some great. Well, it's because I'm talking about the other Cisco now. There are some great father-son moments at the top of this episode. You can't deny
yeah.
him sitting down with Jake and talking about nightmares and all of that.
Was that annoying too,
You know,
Rebecca?
you can't dismiss that.
Well, no, because he hadn't met the ghost yet.
Astral projection Annie over there.
But no, it has. So it's been 4 years since the incident, and Jake and Ben have a really nice moment of I can't believe we nearly forgot. Like, because I think we all have that moment, right, where you come up to an anniversary of like a traumatic event or the loss of something, and you finally reach an anniversary of it where you go, oh, I didn't even think about it. And it's a very pivotal moment in grief, I think. So it was a very nice moment to see at the top of this episode. And so while stargazing on the station's promenade level at night, Cisco meets a woman named Fenna. By the way, who's read Name of the Wind?
What?
Tony.
Patrick
Tony knows it.
Rothfuss.
Yeah, the character Denna, also irritating. So I'm just assuming.
More so than Fenna, though.
Assuming she's named after Fenna.
Okay.
So after a brief conversation, Cisco finds that she has left him without a word. Later, when the two meet again, Cisco takes Fenna on a tour of the station, and they rapidly fall in love. It is the first spark of romance that he has felt since the death of his wife, Jennifer, 4 years earlier.
How
However,
annoying of him.
I'll get to why he's being annoying in a second.
And Cisco never gets with ordinary looking women. They're always amazingly attractive.
Oh, my
aren't
gosh,
they?
yeah.
Well, have you seen him?
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true.
I'm not
What?
sure I'm going to agree with that.
Okay. Rob thinks Cisco's gotten with some real uggos.
You think Fenna was an uggo?
No. Fenna was fine. Fenna was fine.
I thought she
actually
was
quite
stunning.
attractive. But
Yeah, she is. But
Jennifer was quite attractive as well. But I
Jennifer was,
think
yes.
that down the line, we get at least one that's kind of like, okay.
Okay.
I
all right.
digress.
Okay. Okay.
It's not that one. The one.
No, it's not that one. No.
Okay. All right.
Okay. No, because she's attractive. Yeah, anyway.
Yes.
All right, sorry. Yeah,
All these hotties. Which hottie are you talking about?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's got quite the
Cisco's
library with
Let's talk
Cisco.
about long-haired Kira some more. Anyway.
Fenna is evasive when Cisco asks her about her life. Fearing that she may be in trouble, Cisco asks, Rob. Oh,
We
You
lost
shamed
Rob.
him
I think
away.
he's got his furnace guy.
Yeah, his furnace guy's here.
Fearing that she may be in
Engine
trouble.
guy.
Engine guy. Cisco asks Odo to check on her, but Odo can find no record of anyone meeting her description on the station. Meanwhile, the renowned but egomaniacal terraformer Gideon Saitic.
This
Rob
guy,
left.
just say Super Saiyan. This
Super
guy,
Saiyan, yeah. Gideon.
what a tool this guy is. Holy
well,
cow.
here's
Is
what
he
you
a
need-
tool or is he confident?
Well, that's the thing is he's both.
He's both.
because he can back it up, but he does not know how to normalize his
But
successes.
here's the thing is though they picked the right guy to play this because Richard Kiley is mostly a stage actor, so he was playing all the way to
on
the
the
back
stage.
of
He
the
was
theater.
playing
Yeah.
to the cheap seats for sure.
I liked him. I liked his whole tune. I
Really?
liked his vibe.
He drove me nuts.
He was
drove
out
me
there.
nuts.
He was just out there. Yeah.
Would you call it whimsical, Rebecca?
Shut up. So, you know what? Yes, I would. Allowed. Tunk. A little bit of whimsy allowed.
approved.
So he
Whimsy
is
approved.
an egomaniacal terraformer visiting Deep Space Nine en route to his next project. The project, which he considers his magnum opus, is to reignite a dying star so that planets orbiting it can support life. The movie Sunshine. Anybody?
Uh,
I don't
Danny
think I've seen
Boyle?
that one.
Oh,
I've not.
oh my God, 2007. You can only find it on DVD.
Oh, great.
Highly recommend you watch the movie Sunshine. Oh my God. Cillian Murphy, Chris Evans, Benedict Wong, Rose Byrne. This movie has everybody.
I know these names.
It's so good. Okay. He wants to reignite a dying star so that the planets orbiting it can support life. The plan is to send an unmanned vessel carrying the necessary fuel on a collision course with the star. Gideon invites the senior staff of Deep Space Nine for dinner aboard the Prometheus. Hilarious. His ship. If we're familiar with the story of Prometheus, the man who stole fire,
Stole fire from the gods, gave it to mankind.
punished. He introduces his wife, Nadell, who looks exactly like Fenna. And
Interesting.
there is a whole awkward Cisco, hey girl. And she's like,
I don't know you.
Gross.
After
Please.
dinner, Cisco privately converses with Nadell. However, she acts as if she's never met him before. Later that evening, Fenna appears at Cisco's quarters, and she claims to know nothing about Nadell. As she is
was-
kissing Cisco, she suddenly vanishes into a beam of energy. Cisco
What?
sees no issue.
It was at the point he opens the door and she's in there. I
She's
immediately
playing
thought.
hot and cold.
I immediately thought ghost or like astral projection, something. This isn't just a.
and see, and
normal-
I went evil twin, but
Oh,
you know.
evil twin. Okay, yeah.
I was also thinking evil twin, but the whole time I was like, ghost. Here, bummer Rob's not here. Here's why Cisco is being so annoying during this episode, because he's got puppy dog eyes. He's like fawning over Fenna. Oh, I like this girl. I think she might like me back. And he's zoned out everywhere that he goes. He's in his office. People are talking to him. He goes, what?
What?
The most annoying. I would have slapped this man. I don't
call
care if
yourself
you're
a
Google
commander?
Gaga. I don't care if you got googly eyes. You need to pay attention at work. You leave that at the door. Leave your googly eyes at the door. Cisco and Dax accompany Gideon aboard the Prometheus to observe the terraforming mission. When Fenna shows her fucking face again, Dax determines that Fenna is nothing more than pure energy. She's making Cisco act a fool. And she's not even real. Meanwhile, Rob,
It's so good that it's so good that it's Dax that
yeah,
that figures
slaps
that
some
out.
sense into him.
Because
Yeah.
if there's anyone in the galaxy that can get him to straighten up and fly right,
Is Dax.
Are we talking
It's
about imaginary
Dax.
internet girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob,
But
you missed my whole thing about why I was pissed off at Cisco this episode.
Give me the cliff notes really quick.
Because all he does is sit there and go,
This is very anti-whimsy to me.
and people are talking to him, and he's like, what? I can't hear you over the sound of my yearning.
Has that never happened to you, Rebecca? Ever?
Yeah, and it's annoying. Having feelings is annoying,
She
Rob.
didn't like it when it happened to her.
I didn't like it when it happened to me.
Like
I don't like it when it happens to other people. I don't want anyone to be in love ever.
Okay, Bobby Darin, Down with Love. Put it on Rebecca's
Yeah.
playlist. Got it.
That's right.
Meanwhile, Nadell is unconscious and dying. Gideon explains that Fenna is a telepathic projection of Nadell's subconscious who appears during times of emotional stress. She's no longer happy in her marriage, but since her people mate for life and she cannot leave her husband, her projected dreams of freedom have created Fenna, but they are also killing her. Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
jeez Louise. While Cisco and Fenna are discussing the nature of her existence, kissing, by the way, this falls under clone rules. She's not a real person and we should be allowed to kill her.
Hey, we gave Bashir a pass with the
With the real person?
Stillskin incident.
We did not give him a pass.
Oh, we did it.
Tony did.
Maybe I
Yeah,
did.
Tony thought it was fine.
I was like, "Hey, Bashir, good on you, buddy."
Yeah, but yeah, so like he's like still kissing her, and I'm like, you have learned that she's not real.
Well, that means no consequences.
Gideon is board of the vessel carrying the fuel and is piloting it directly towards the star. Rob, by the way, have you seen Sunshine?
I have.
Okay,
Danny
thank
Boyle?
you. These
Yeah.
other fools had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, put it on your holiday watch list.
Yeah.
We're
It's a
annoying.
feel-good.
What can we say?
It's a feel good. Can you all just stop having feelings and being? Deep Space Nine has made me disregard all whimsy in my life. Cisco tries to deter him, but Gideon is determined to set his wife free. With a final shout of "Let there be light," he detonates the fuel and reignites the star, killing himself in the blast. Later, Nadell leaves to return to her homeworld with no memory of Fenna's romance with Cisco. That was a nice thing that Gideon did, I think.
It was. It redeemed his character a little bit in my eyes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh,
No,
this
because
episode...
I'm sorry. The guy was. Okay, I have a healthy self-image, but holy mother of God,
It's
that guy.
beyond. Yeah. Well, the fact that he says to Cisco, "Oh, she's the latest in my line of wives who love me at first and then run away," and I freaking wonder why. And then the fact that
oh my God, he's the Gilderoy Lockhart of space.
yeah,
Oh, boy. Did Gilderoy
And he-
Lockhart ever have a partner?
no one was ever good enough for Gilderoy besides Gilderoy.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're walking around the Prometheus when they get on there, and he goes from panel to panel and pushes buttons on panels that are occupied by technicians, like on the bridge. Like, I know this better than you. Let me fix this for you. You know, it's just like, dude.
He's that guy. Yeah,
Come
he's the
on.
Gilderoy. So now we've met the Umbridge of space and the
Oh,
Gilderoy
well.
Lockhart of space.
Does it have to be Harry Potter comparisons?
Only for Kai Wynn, it has to be because she's
Yeah.
the only other woman in fiction that I think is evil enough
Is
to hold a
detestable.
candle
Yeah.
to win.
That's fair. This episode and Sanctuary were released on double-sided Laserdisc. Isn't that
Neat.
fun?
Oh. Thought this was something to do with like the
have
show or
to,
something in the show. No.
No.
You have to,
Talking about the media, it was
reignite your
Well, let's-
Laserdisc player.
Let's flip our laser disc over then and head to Sanctuary.
I will say my one bit of trivia on this one
Yes.
is
Yeah.
that while I was working at Team Star Trek, our team put together a Father's Day video that was highlights of Jake and Ben, and pulled heavily from this episode.
Oh, okay.
I don't have quite as good a thing, but since I had to step out for a second, I'm going to go back to this is the first time we've seen Cisco stepping out of that cold, rigid, emotional shell that he's had for the past season. And
He overcorrected.
True.
Hey, Rebecca's like,
not so
get
much-
back in there. Get back in that shell.
Get back in there, shove it down, develop ulcers.
But it's the first time we've seen him branch out more so than just station commander, who's occasionally, I mean, he'll do the little Al Moraine, dance and song while he's playing the game, or being sensitive with Jake. But it's the first time we've seen him doing something just for him, really.
Sure.
And it's overdue. We do see more of it down the road, but this is really the first time since the aliens are like, look, you're stuck here in this moment. Get out. Just either, shit or get off the pot. So I was happy to see him actually doing something.
Yeah, that's...
Ira
That's
Stephen Bear
fair.
said that this was an intent to this episode was intended to make him more accessible and more human, and Ira Stephen Bear also says he feels like it failed. So yeah,
The original pitch for this episode, it was supposed to be Bashir.
of course it was.
Yeah, I think they made the right choice. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
did this
Yeah.
with Bashir with the anti-gravity girl.
Malloy.
Anti-gravity
That was
girl,
like four episodes ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have another Geordie on our hands. And the terraforming technology
Zing.
is based upon the Genesis device, as
Yes.
seen in Star Trek 3.
I wondered about that. Oh, this is a very Genesis device. Okay.
Let's talk about the Mormons. Sanctuary.
The fundamentalists.
The fundamentalists, a race
Yes.
that has been conquered twice over, one of the conquerors being the mysterious Dominion, comes to the station seeking aid and a new home. This lady looked so much like my Nana.
Ah.
Did your
Really?
Nana have bad skin too?
No, my Nana has great skin, but her
Oh, that's
hair, her
good.
bright red hair was like
Oh,
poofy in that
Yeah.
way. And super religious. A damaged vessel comes through the wormhole, and its passengers, a woman and 3 men, are transported aboard Deep Space Nine. The Universal Translator is unable to translate their language for several minutes, but they seem to trust Kira, who escorts them around the station until they are able to communicate. The woman, Hanik, explains that her people, the Skrians, were conquered by a species called the T-Rexes, T-Rogorans, who were in turn conquered by an empire known as the Dominion. Ba 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 ba. Commander Cisco promises to help Hanik and her people find a new homeland when several more Skrian ships come through the wormhole and they are welcomed warmly. Kira and Hanik become friends. As more and more of these people arrive on the station, some residents, including Quark, begin to resent their presence. This is a Mormon allegory.
I don't think it's just a Mormon allegory. It's a non-natives into a native land allegory is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the inability for either side to try and see the other side's point of view.
Well,
Sure.
but they also have multiple partners.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
reverse polygamy.
Well,
yeah.
Polygamy.
there's
And the one
that.
looked like my Nana, and my Nana's super Mormon. So what do you say about that?
Don't forget about that aspect of it.
Yep.
Nog pulls a prank on Hanik's belligerent son Tumak, and Tumak retaliates with violence. The situation deteriorates into a violent scuffle between Nog and Tumak's group of friends. Hanik begins to fear that she will not find Kentana, the Skrian's long-sought legendary homeworld, the motherland, if you will.
Nauvoo,
colony?
perhaps.
Nauvoo.
Nauvoo. Tumak, you guys want to talk about Tumak for a second?
Sure. I think I know
The
where you're going
tragedy
with this.
of Tumak.
Well, I didn't want to bring the room down, but the son of Chekhov.
Yep.
Andrew, it's
Andrew Koenig. yeah.
Andrew
Andrew
Koenig.
Koenig. Thank you.
So it's Walter Koenig's kid.
Forgot everybody's names. And then he died.
What? Soon after this appearance?
No, it's about 10 years.
Oh.
But-
Closer to 15 even. But yeah.
But fun to have
Yeah.
Chekhov's son there. Sad what happened to him in the future.
He was also Boner on Growing Pains. That was like his big.
That's right.
Sorry, what now?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yep.
a character on
Boner.
Growing Pains named Boner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Okay.
He was. What's his name?
Kirk Cameron's best friend.
Kurt Cameron's
Yeah.
best friend. Right.
It is part of growing. That is for sure.
And
was
if
a
you were
pain,
Kirk,
yeah.
if you were Kirk Cameron's best friend, you would wish you were dead.
Jeez
Boom, got him.
Louise.
Wow.
Roasted.
And this episode has been canceled as well.
All right, so the screen leaders decide that, Bajor just happens to be the Kentana that we seek. We'll just move on to Bajor. Cisco suggests a nearby planet, Draylon 2, as a reasonable alternative, but the Skrians are adamant in their decision. They meet with the representatives of the Bajoran government, who refuse to allow them to relocate there. A famine is spreading, and the Bajoran government does not believe it can support the Skrian population. So
The chief negotiator there is Armin Shimmerman's wife. By the
her
way.
name's Kitty.
Kitty.
Kitty
yeah,
Swink.
Kitty
Yep.
Swink. What a name.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to change my name to Kitty Swink. Here's the deal. I agree with Bajor on this one.
I would have to also agree with Bajor on this
Yeah.
one. It's a rough one. They're just recovering from
They're
the
just
Cardassian
coming out of this
occupation.
Cardassian occupation. It
You
would be
know?
like adding a Chicago, like
Yeah.
a whole Chicago.
3 million people. And it wasn't until the very end where I thought, maybe, and this is where I mean, like, there wasn't good communication between the two sides, because what's her face from the other, the
Hanik.
other Hanik, yeah, she
My Nana.
brings to her attention. She's like, we've been farmers for centuries. If anyone's going to be able to make this land work and even help you out with your famine, we're the guys to do it.
To be fair,
Maybe
she was
not
like,
3 million of you at
maybe.
once.
maybe we could have done it.
Yeah.
One of the
Guess we'll never know.
reasons, it's one of the reasons that I disagree with you guys. I think the
Oh.
Bajorans should have taken them.
See, and it wasn't until
Interesting.
the end that I thought, oh, maybe. But I still think the Bajorans made the right call. I do.
I think it's because I'm an only child.
Don't touch my toys.
Don't touch my stuff. I'm allowed to have my own space. Let me have my own space. Yeah, that's what it is. So
Well, and you got to consider too, like the Bajorans. It's not just the Cardassian occupation that's there. There's a bunch of people who aren't happy that Starfleet's there, that the Federation's
Yeah.
there,
That's
and
true.
we don't.
they
want
view it as like
another-
another occupation.
Another.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so we're going to bring in yet another unknown entity who says all the right things, but so did Starfleet, and so did the Cardassians, and
We're
fool
not
me once.
fool us once,
Yeah.
Okay.
fool us thrice.
It's it was a hairy situation for sure.
A hairy situation.
Her hair,
Her hair,
especially.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Kind of.
Tumok takes one of the Skrian ships and heads to Bajor. At Sisko's request, Hanik tries to convince him to disengage his engines because the ship has a dangerous radiation leak. But Tumok ignores all the pleas. 2 Bajoran vessels approach him in order to tow him to safety, but Tumok refuses to shut down his engines. A firefight ensues, resulting in the destruction of Tumok's ship due to the radiation leak. This whole thing... I don't know that it felt out of place, but it felt
I
like
thought it did a little
it felt
bit.
like a shoehorned conflict, almost. Like
Yeah.
they needed something.
Come on now, Deep Space Nine security would be that lax that it would
Well,
actually let a kid
yeah.
steal a ship?
I think it would
Thank
be.
you, Jake.
The Bajoran government maintains its decision to refuse asylum, so the Skrians have no choice but to move to Draylon 2. Hurt over her son's death and angry with the Bajorans, Hanik's final words to Kira are bitter. She reminds Kira that the Skrians were farmers, and they could have helped Bajor overcome the famine. Hanik departs with her people, leaving Kira ashamed, contemplating Hanik's words. Kira, you should just move on, girl.
I don't think she's ashamed. I think she's contemplative.
I think
but
she's
still-
a little
she-
bummed.
She's a little bummed. She
Oh,
can't really be
sure.
ashamed, though. She didn't make the decisions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you
and
can't-
she stuck to her guns too,
Yeah.
right? Like even in that last conversation, she's like, "We're not wrong."
Yeah.
The science is there. Like, the numbers back this up. Like, we're not just saying no because we feel like it. Like, the
Right.
numbers say maybe this isn't the best idea in the whole wide
It-
world.
It was the more conservative call
Mm-hmm.
to not shelter, but like back your people and provide for them before you provide for 3 million other people that just showed up out of nowhere.
Make sure
They
your
also
air
didn't-
mask is
they
on
also didn't
before
allow
you
for a
help.
third
Yeah.
option.
Right there. What's the third option?
Limited migration. So you bring some of the farmers to
Sure.
Bajor.
That
Let
would've been
them
good.
Work on the farm, work on getting the crops and relieving the famine, and then over time, bringing more in. So there's a phased approach to bringing the Skrians to Bajor.
This is how I know you're a fellow IT guy, because you're just explaining a POC and a phased rollout.
Whoa. You guys are way too smart. Oh, this is too many big words for this little brain.
It's okay, Rebecca.
Whatever.
We forgive you.
Okay, let's move on to this last episode, Rivals. Or actually, just kidding. Sanctuary. The music Verani is playing at the beginning on that flute. I was like, is this the theme song? It is the theme song.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Michael Piller decided to plot a downbeat ending to this episode and invert the happy ending of the original teleplay because Piller felt that the episode would carry more resonance if it didn't turn out okay for everyone. Which is when I think I was like, man, I sure would love some whimsy in
Well,
my Star Trek show.
You got a lot of whimsy in this episode.
I thought you got plenty of whimsy in this episode.
Yeah, you got the racquetball tournament.
Well, no,
got-
that's upcoming. That's upcoming. This
Oh,
next
okay.
episode, Rivals, which I am probably only going to be talking about Bashir and O'Brien.
You were talking about
Yeah,
the
it's-
end
Yeah,
of episode
sorry, I had
3.
I went back.
I misunderstood.
Rivals,
Sorry about that.
Whimsy
Yeah.
City. Quark meets his match when a new rival opens a casino opposite his bar on the promenade. Meanwhile, the station is suffering issues of high improbability. So, an Elarian, Martus Mazur, is in a holding cell put there by Odo because he's obviously running a romance scam, right?
He's a grifter.
He's a grifter, and he's an Elarian, which is what our friend Guinan is. So he, yeah.
But
I know
we
all
didn't-
about you, Elarians.
We didn't know that Guinan was that officially until Generations, but they keep saying, "I'm a listener. I'm from a race of listeners. We're Elarians." So that's
Yeah.
where that connection.
I see.
I think
Okay.
I would like to
Yeah.
be an Elarian.
Do they
They
have
live-
like an official
If I can't join the
lifespan?
queue-
Or is
They,
it just
they live a very long
lived,
time.
very
Long time.
immortal but not invincible kind of a thing?
I mean, because if Picard is to be believed, the TV series Picard, Guinan is alive right now. I mean, that's how
Let's go
long
find
they
her.
live.
That's true.
Well,
yeah,
she's back. She was alive in 1896.
Named
too.
Mark
That's
Twain
right.
times.
yeah. Mark
Yeah.
Twain. Yeah.
So yeah, if I can't join the queue, my next best choice is the Elorians. Anyway, so while he's in his cell, there's this guy who's snoring like crazy, and it's super annoying. But he's got this gambling device that alters the law of probabilities, and the snoring guy dies. Never really explained how.
I figured he was just so happy that he finally won again that his heart gave out. He was just like, "Oh, I won again."
So Martus's luck changes, and he's released from confinement after the elderly couple he conned decides not to press charges. With this new intriguing device, he sets up a bar casino. He shows it to Quark, and Quark's like, "Oh, I will give you some money for that." And he's like, "I'm not an idiot." And Quark's like, "What if I refill your beverage?" And he's like, I'm good. And he comes up with larger versions of this device as like slot machines, essentially, right?
Yeah.
The bar is a success, and it drives business away from Quark, and Quark doesn't like that. And the device soon turns on him, and he himself is conned into losing a large sum of money. The couple he tried to scam earlier, they decide, "Oh, we are going to sue you." And it's also affecting luck and probability all throughout the ship. So in the best B-plot we've had so far, my dear friends, O'Brien and Bashir, are playing racquetball.
O'Brien must suffer.
O'Brien, yes. In fact, let me share with you. I made a fun image this week. I don't think I shared it with you guys. Window. 1 second.
Well, while we're waiting for Rebecca to find it.
There we
Oh,
are.
but that's
O'Brien must suffer.
Perfect.
I love it.
Yeah.
Really quick, to circle back to the Elorians, they have an extremely long lifespan, known to be centuries, but according to Guinan, Elorians only age when they choose to.
When they
Okay,
choose
so
to.
they could functionally be immortal, but
Yeah.
not invincible. They can still get hurt
There is
and
one
get killed.
who was around 200 years old in the 19th century and found to be in virtually perfect health at the age of around 700 in the 24th century.
Wow.
So theoretically, we could see some in Academy.
Well, why didn't Malcolm McDowell stay that young and beautiful Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange then?
He chose not to. Simply.
I was
Because he
wa-
wasn't being taken seriously, so he figured
yeah.
they would.
I've been doing my yearly Community rewatch, and when he shows up, I was like, "Oh, that's the bad guy from Star Trek Generations."
Yeah, that's what he's
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, so my boys, O'Brien and Bashir, and O'Brien's like, "I could kick this guy's ass," and oh no, Julian Bashir is actually a pro at this, and O'Brien needs to whip his ass into shape if he's gonna try to beat Bashir. I like O'Brien's workout clothes; they look like peasant clothes.
Yeah, they do. you nailed it. Oh my
O'Brien
gosh.
comes from a very humble stock.
Yeah, a peasant stock apparently.
So, as part of a ploy to regain lost business for the bar, Quark is able to trick O'Brien and Bashir into participating in a public tournament that people can bet on. But O'Brien is performing abnormally well.
By the way, Quark tries to drug Bashir.
Yes. Don't
Tries to
skip
roofie
over that.
Bashir before
Don't
the
skip
game.
over that. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
So O'Brien is performing abnormally well, and he realizes that there are statistical abnormalities on the station. The crew discover the effects of the devices in March's establishment, and O'Brien and Bashir agree to cancel the rest of the game. To prevent more tampering with natural probability, Cisco and Dax destroy the device.
They didn't destroy the little one. We don't know what happened to the little one, do we?
Well,
we just know he destroyed the big ones that were replicated in the tables.
Well, Chris Sarandon took the little one to a replicator to make big ones.
Yeah, so
That's all we know.
That's all we know. It could still be on the station somewhere.
Could be.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Martus Major was originally supposed to be the son of Guinan. And Guinan herself
what?
was to appear in the episode, but Whoopi was unavailable. So all references to Guinan were removed, and only his status as an Elarian remained. And when Cisco is in ops and speaking with Dax and Kira about the rash of incidents in the infirmary, he mentions people running into turbolift doors before they open. This is an obvious wink into longtime fans of the original series blooper reel, where many times various crew members can be seen just doing that, running into a turbolift door before it's all the way open.
Because the guy backstage isn't operating it fast enough.
Got to do the thing, and
it's a rope.
isn't that nice? Yeah, just more Bashir and O'Brien, please.
Oh,
Keiko.
okay.
Keiko was being a very nice wife in this episode.
She's the best. She's
Very
the best.
supportive.
She was nice.
The trivia that I saw was that the racquetball court replaced the Bajoran Temple for this episode. Like it was in the same room,
Same
on
set?
like you're walking down the promenade where the Bajoran Temple usually is.
Oh,
was the
that's-
racquetball.
What?
Yeah.
You're not going to know.
But also, apparently, creating the set was so difficult that they were like, oh, we're just never going to do this again.
No, they find a much better way for O'Brien and Bashir to have an ongoing competition for the
Well, I'm
rest of the
sitting here
show.
thinking, why bother building out this racquetball court when you could just have a holodeck do it, right?
I mean, but
Yeah.
you still, like, have
You
to
have to shoot the scene somewhere.
build it.
Oh no, yeah. I just meant, and for the story, O'Brien talks about how he took the time to build this court out himself, and then Bashir just like stumbled into it and was like, "Oh, a racquetball court! I think I'll play racquetball."
But consider, he may not
Did he
have
not-
built it as such. He may have, no, they put it in the
3D
temple, never
3D
mind.
printed it.
Yeah.
But you still got to hang all the panels and everything. Like he took time, and I'm just thinking, holodeck, like that.
And see, once again, it's unfortunate that they don't keep the sets because they could
Yeah.
have just taken the Battlestar Galactica Triad set and used that instead.
And
It's,
Yeah, if only.
Tony, one other
Yeah.
thing to consider, Hollow Suites, you got to pay Quark every time you go in.
Does he own the
Oh.
only Hollow Suites on the station? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Never mind
Oh.
then. That makes sense. From a story
Not giving money to that
perspective.
guy.
No
but
way. Plus,
I'll charge a reasonable price.
you don't know what kind of sticky residue is on all these holodecks.
Yeah,
either.
how
Your-
often are they
Your
cleaning
ball gets
those?
stuck.
I'll send Rom in to clean it.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it's Rom's job.
Ah,
Brother.
brother. Okay. Before Tony has to go, let's read some emails from our lovely listeners.
One more note on this last episode.
Yeah.
There is a terrific mobile Star Trek game called Star Trek Timelines, where you assemble your crew from everything, and there's multiple versions of every character, and it's really fun. I've been playing it. It's hitting its 10th anniversary next month,
Oh wow.
and I've been playing it since day one. But O'Brien in his racquetball gear is one of the characters that you can
Yes.
play as.
It should be called Peasant O'Brien.
Oh, you
would you-
guys,
why
Chris
would you-
Sarandon, who played the Elarian, is Susan Sarandon's husband.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the
Divorced.
and
but-
and he was also terrific in Dog Day Afternoon. He was very young then. And also the speaking voice of Jack Skellington, not the singing voice, but the speaking voice.
Cool.
Child's
But
always in
but
Child's Play.
we've got email.
We do have emails, and then Jake, I will mention that GoFundMe
David,
that you sent
yeah.
me.
Ah.
Yep.
So stay tuned. Okay, some emails. Charles, our dear friend Charles, he's back. I really enjoyed the latest episode of TV Show in Space, which was the first 3 episodes of season 2. I really liked how you discussed the new Star Trek movie that is coming from people who made the D&D one. We were discussing what it is that makes something Star Trek before playing Star Trek Adventures this past Monday night with my friends. My friends and I came up with this. Star Trek is about a hopeful future, a post-scarcity society, IDIC, which of course means not only infinite diversity and infinite combinations, but also inclusivity and acceptance of all people. Star Trek is about embracing science and reason. It's about working together as a team while also recognizing everyone as individuals. If you do like these things in a film or TV show, then you don't have to make any connections to the Star Trek universe, which brings me to my next point. I also love how you talked about other sci-fi shows like The Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. I mostly agree with you on these. I loved both and hope Star Wars does more like them. Older franchises need a breath of fresh air. That said, while I love to see something new and different done with a long-running franchise, I don't see any harm in small connections to the main series or characters. I know that you often feel nostalgia is overdone and a negative thing, but I think in moderation it can be quite nice, especially for people who grew up watching Star Trek and Star Wars. I also think it's wonderful to see how friendly you all are with each other. When friends chat about something they love, it makes for great entertainment and it warms my geeky heart. Finally, I must ask, did you go to the BT&T store Rob mentioned and pick up any Star Trek plates? No.
Sadly, no.
Simply put, no.
But I did get my crate of Star Trek wine this week.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, Jake's
I
been
did,
sending
yeah.
pictures of his advent calendar of Star Trek wine.
Yeah,
Insane.
we're way off. We're not even trying to keep up with the advent calendar. We're just gonna-
Oh, good.
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
We also have an email from John. This is Charles, he's going to show up all the time. But we have some other new emails. John, I was thrilled when you launched TV show in space, and I'm even more excited now that you've reached my favorite, DS9. Listening to you all review the show is one of the highlights of my work week. Rebecca, doing my best not to break your rules, here are a couple things to watch for. Firstly, I remember one of your issues with TNG was that they would have a plot device or character would show up once and then never be seen again. DS9 is a different story. There will be quite a few things that come back after their initial appearance and have a lasting impact. Molly's necklace. Justice for Molly's necklace. Secondly, Jadzia
That
Dax
is not one
eventually...
of them.
I mean, good try. But
To break it to you.
Sorry.
Secondly, Jadzia Dax eventually became one of my top 5 characters of all time, and it's in season 2 that the writers get her figured out. I hope and think you will enjoy her and the rest of the crew's journey to come. I'm trying to stay with your watch schedule, but I can't help myself, and I pushed forward now in season 5, and as I try to stay awake during these bleak English winter days, keep doing the good work.
Nice.
thanks.
Oh no. Whoa. Benjamin has sent me an email all in white font.
Oh.
So just a quick invasive procedures message. One of the things that bugged me is that Kira did say in the episode there would be consequences for Quark disabling the docking port security, but nothing ever comes of it.
That's why I was questioning if he actually was the one that did it, because they never did anything about it.
And then lastly from Raul. I hope I said your name right. Dear Rebecca and crew, I was listening to the recent episode and was overjoyed with Rebecca saying, I can't believe we have to go through so much bullshit in reference to the possibility of seeing Miles and Keiko storylines coming up. All I can think of when I heard that was, she's truly one of us now. It also overjoyed me, though due to the temporal prime directive I cannot explain why, to hear Rebecca has grown to appreciate Jadzia Dax and can make the distinction between Dax the symbiont and Jadzia the host. I always found Jadzia Dax to be one of the most interesting and layered characters in all of Star Trek, even towards the end of the series. You still learn so much about the lives Dax has led and the unintended consequences of the Trill and the joining. Or were they intended? Stay tuned for that one.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of something from Second Sight, when Cisco goes to talk to Dax, and she calls him. I was like, "Are you having a problem talking to me about this because I'm a woman now?" And it's just like, well played, because
Maybe.
Curzon was, not even kind of, was pretty much a horn dog.
Yeah, Curzon would have said go for it. You know?
Yeah, and it's interesting seeing how, what Curzon would have done and how Jadzia reacts, and the fact that the baseline is Dax, but the host personalities, how they differ, and how Cisco has to respond differently to them. Once again, read the autobiography of Benjamin Sisko at a bookstore near you or a library.
You are also starting to really learn a great deal about the Ferengi culture and are starting to see the seeds planted, not just for a complete shift for the Ferengi in general, but a major shift in Quark. You see a little bit of that shift in Quark in Rules of Acquisition, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Again, temporal prime directive, can't say more. Enjoying the reviews and the insights of the entire crew as you trek, pun intended, your way through so much bullshit to get to the diamond mine of Star Trek, in my opinion. Thank you, Raul.
I gotta
Tony,
see
Thank
now.
you,
Yeah.
Raul.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Tony.
See you, Tony.
Tony's going to go talk to his tax man.
Really
Yeah.
quickly, this reminded me of something. So last week, I was on the East Coast and had a chance to stop into my former local comic book shop and got into what wound up probably being a good 35-minute discussion on Star Trek. And shout out to Acme Comics in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Lord Retail, the manager there. One of the conversations that one of the topics he threw out was, what's your favorite Trek? And there was qualifiers of, have you watched series X, Y, or Z yet? And across the board, the people that were asked, it was Deep Space Nine. But for those who wasn't, it was because they had not watched it.
Ah.
And it was just interesting to see how many people were like, oh, Deep Space Nine. And it would, no hesitation, no question. And then, the question for those who, when they said, yeah, it wasn't DS9, was like, well, have you watched this? They're like, no, I haven't. Okay, great. And it was literally there is not a wrong answer, but the fact that so many people immediately were just like, DS9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that nobody was like, I hate all the new Paramount stuff, so no.
No, it was actually really
Yeah.
cool because there were some people who didn't start until the Paramount stuff came out, and have gone back and are picking and have like, where should I start if I want to get more information on these things without
That's
going
interesting.
all the way back to the original series. But it was really great to just have people just talking Star Trek, kind of like this, but there was no antagonism when somebody said, I like this or I like this. It was just like, cool.
But Rob, you remember, because we're sort of the same age, when Deep Space Nine came out,
It was divisive.
it was very divisive.
Highly divisive.
Yeah.
Because it's not your your father's or your grandfather's Star Trek. It's what's this
We're at a
bullshit?
we're at a gas station in space.
Yeah.
I want the continuing voyages, and I'm not getting that.
Which is why they made a change in season 3.
Well, and that exact interaction that you were mentioning, Rob, is the reason I decided to give Star Trek a try in the first place, right? Is I heard Jack Quaid on a podcast with Paul F. Tompkins and Tawny Newsome talking about how he had never been into anything Star Trekky, but as he's been in it, it's the nicest fandom he's ever encountered. And I was like, oh, well, in that case, willing to give it a try because I cannot deal with another toxic fandom.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
99% of the time, everyone is so cool. Every now and then I come across people online mostly. I've never come across this in person where people are like, I hate all the new Paramount stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, then,
Don't watch it.
okay, shut
Yeah,
up.
it's not for you. You don't have to watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Speaking of the new Paramount stuff, this week, Strange New Worlds wrapped for good.
That's right.
Yes.
Series finale. Yep.
The shooting. Yeah, they finished
It was
shooting.
interesting
Yep.
seeing some of the actors who have like Instagram accounts as they were finishing their last days on set, saying Martin Quinn was like last day for the Scott Man, and just different actors.
Yeah, most of the
signing
cast
off.
have done that.
And then we're a few weeks away from
from Academy.
Starfleet Academy.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love the new Paramount stuff. I love that era of Star Trek. But I also love the original series. And Jake has shared with me a GoFundMe for a writer,
Oh, David Gerald. Oh,
David Gerald. He's got cancer. And so there's a GoFundMe. I'll link it in the show's description as well. But he has leukemia. And, as we all know about the American healthcare system, this is lengthy. As we all know about the American healthcare system,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Jake, give us a greatest hits, David Gerald.
Trouble with Tribbles. This is the big one.
Yeah.
And then he was one of the early producers on Next Generation because Gene brought all of his friends back. And he was so loyal to Dorothy Fontana that when she got screwed by Gene in the early days of Next Generation, he
Yeah.
walked as well.
Oh, he did. Good.
He did. Yep.
And then I don't have it with me, but I have Jake got me a signed Trouble with Tribbles script.
Really?
Signed
Wow.
by David Gerald.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Nice.
It's over there somewhere. Oh,
That Jake, I tell you.
Star Trek's family, man, and like he's one of the godfathers of it, right?
If we were just to isolate the Trouble with Tribbles and say that was it,
Classic.
he's so responsible for so much, dare I say, whimsy.
that's why I like the original series so much. It's chock full
He also
of
wrote
whimsy.
the animated series sequel to that episode, and I think one or two other animated series episodes, and he worked on some of the other original series episodes, but off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you which ones, except Tribbles.
Yeah, I mean his fingerprints are all over Trek, though. I mean, the very formative stuff.
Yep.
Rob, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because I just saw what the title for the episode, the TAS episode was, and it was more Tribbles, more troubles, and it just went straight to Mo Tribbles, Mo problems in my head.
Well, yeah, so I'll share the link for that GoFundMe in the show description. Yes, Rob.
He plays.
Excuse me?
Pardon me. He plays a character in an upcoming DS9 episode.
Tribbles? David Gerald.
does.
David Gerald.
does.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, speaking of upcoming episodes, our next batch of episodes include The Alternate, Armageddon Game, Whispers, and Paradise.
which I just finished Paradise.
How is it? Is it good? Oh my god.
Well, no,
Armageddon Game. You're going to enjoy Armageddon Game. Rebecca.
Armageddon Game's a good one, and Paradise is actually pretty good too. If you want some more allegory and for religious and
But maybe
anyway,
not whimsy.
not whimsy.
Although Armageddon Game does feature your favorite pair, so
My boys? Oh, good, my boys. Would love to see more of my boys. Well, that'll do it. Until next time.
Did you give out the email?
I was
Okay.
just about to. I forgot.
All right.
TV show in space at gmail.com. Send us your emails, your comments, questions, concerns, any sourdough recipes you want me to try.
Are you going to do a sourdough shaped like a Star Trek Delta?
I'm not that advanced. I only know how to make ovals, circles.
It's a wormhole. It's a wormhole.
It's a
sourdough.
wormhole.
Yeah, that's
There
it.
you go.
It's an
So you're gonna do
IDIC, but it
spiral
got
cuts on
baked
the
out.
top?
Yeah.
It's a hairless treble. There.
Hey.
There you go.
As we learned in short treks, they are a food source.
They
Yeah.
are.
They born pregnant. That's a problem. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us on this day. And until next time, live long and prosper, bitches.